Hi everyone, I want to welcome you all, especially to this week's weekly analysis. I know a lot of you are expecting so much from me in this new week, especially with the fact that the previous week didn't quite go, as expected. We intended to make so much money and it didn't come out as expected, but I promise you I've done a lot of work for you in this new week, so much back testing, so much studies, so much research, and I have something good for you. Okay, so just watch out for all of the new happenings. Remember, it's the Trump market, so you're going to trade these markets like the Trump market. So it's a new administration. It's not the Biden administration, it's not the Biden market. This is the Trump market. So if you've been trading Biden markets, then you need to look into it. Now, it doesn't mean that the strategy is changing. It simply means that you're going to be sticking to a setups, okay, because you must be able to get your full confirmation before you go into any entry you're taking, because of the several manipulations. But if you feel, let me just take this trade even though I'm not getting all my confirmations in, then you may be losing that trade. Okay, so that's the reason why you must put full consideration into taking entries in this new week. So let's dive into the charts. Let me show you a few things. So this is the dollar index, and this is my market perception on the dollar index. If you look at the 1 week time frame, okay, so as day traders, you will first of all be able to determine the directional bias from the 1 week time frame. You can see that DXY is bearish. Okay, if you look at the 24-hour time frame, bearish. Okay, so if the two of them bearish, then you know that the market is actually bearish. Okay, doesn't matter even if 4 hours looks bullish, but in this case 4 hours is even still bearish. So what we're going to do is we're going to find when DXY gives us a break of structure, a complete market structure shift, that's change of character, break of structure in the bearish direction. Take for instance, you can see the previous low here. Okay, you can see the previous low here. Okay, so once this price takes out this low, gives us a break of structure, a change of character, then we know that is exactly where we should be taking the buy move for GU and AU. Now you must pay close attention to this. Don't just go into the market, don't just go into the trade, don't guess. Okay, so that means for this one we're not going to be buying immediately. Okay, we're going to wait to see the same thing play out here, of which there is an upside liquidity and there's a downside liquidity. So when when GU comes and takes out this high, okay, I'm going to wait to see a break of structure. So first of all, a change of character, a break of structure, before I decide to buy. Otherwise I will not be buying. Those are A setups. Now for B setups, C setups, I can find entry here, and that is actually where the problem is coming in the Trump market. Okay, because the Trump market has really changed. Now how do I show you this? Okay, let's go straight to the 24 hours time frame. From 24 hours time frame, if you scroll back, you can find the previous times when Trump's market, that's the previous administration of Trump, when the market was a little bit different. So let's go straight to 2018. So this 2020, 2019, and this is 2018. What did you see? Now if you look closely, you see that the candle kept on ranging. Okay, so the DXY directional bias was not really clear, so there was a lot of manipulation apart from when he gave this massive bearish move. But if you look here, you see a lot of wicks, and you see that that's massive manipulations. If you come straight up to 2019, you see the same thing repeated itself. Okay, and then you go back to come straight up to, you see the same thing happen again. A little bit in 2024, a little bit of manipulation, but currently this is where we are. Okay, so you can see what's really going on with GU. Okay, so now what will you be expecting? If you look at GU very well, you see that if you go from the 1 week time frame, from the 1 week time frame, you see that it is bullish. you go to the 24-hour time frame. In the 24-hour time frame, you see that it is more like should I say ranging now, or because it's not clearly bearish, it's a little bit ranging. And if you go to the 4-hour time frame, you see that it is bullish. Okay, so it's bullish, ranging, bullish. So let's just say the GU is bullish. So what we just need is a confirmation to now tell us exactly with the bullish move. We will first of all, like I said, get a break of structure, a change of character. Otherwise, if you look very well, this 15 minutes is changing to the downside. Okay, so you cannot buy from here just like that. Those are not A setups. You may get induced, okay, because this is the Trump market. So these are part of the things you will pay attention, knowing that even the pips, take for instance, you're buying from here, your stop loss will not be far from here. Can you see how close it is? And in that case, that means your stop loss is too close and can be manipulated or induced. But if for any reasons we are able to get a clear setup like this, let me just give you an example, which I believe we can get in the coming week. I'll tell you what to do. So once you see price does this, break this first, comes like this, breaks this, okay, and comes like this, will become the entry points, okay, of which your stop loss can now be somewhere around here. Can you see that now? So for any reason price gets manipulated, take for instance, you see something like this, see something like this, there will be a swipe of liquidity, but your stop loss will be protected and hidden, and from there you find that price will just shoot on the upside. So this is what I am seeing in the market, and this is my directional bias for GU, and I wanted to pay close attention to this. So for those of you on the free channel, pay attention to all the updates I'm going to be giving. And if you're not on the VIP channel, then remember, all you need to do is to get on the website kfctrading.com, choose your VIP package, and let's get you on board so that you can be introduced to other pairs that we trade with the PIP group. I've also done all of these, exclusive updates on EU, gold, and the rest of them, and I'm going to be sharing that with the VIP community. So this is the mentorship plan, of which you can choose your package, get on board, and let's move up from there. Okay, so that will be all on GU. Then the next one is the CHF JPY. So for now, I'm going to give you the CHF JPY. So as you can see, like I already told you, you're going to start from the 1 week time frame, do your top down. This is the buy, okay, this is the buy. You go to 24-hour, it's a buy, okay, you go on your 4-hour, it's a buy. So what do? We're looking for the buys for this pair. So for this particular one, we do not really have the USD. So what we just want is, we just want to see that price comes, break, break, retraces, breaks, we get our entry, then we find the upside liquidity, and we are good to go. That becomes our take profits. Okay, that becomes our take profit. So that's what we're going to be looking at for CHF JPY. Then this one, Euro GBP, this is also a good one. Just repeat the same thing, make sure you are not going against the trend. That's the reason why you're doing this top down. You go from 1 week, you see it's bullish, you go for 24-hour, you see it's bullish, you go to 4-hour, you see it's bullish. Okay, so what do? You begin to find bullish entries here. So what you need is, you need price to give a full retracement, and you find a bullish entry of taking the high of the previous day close and the new day close, and then the low, the previous day close, high and low, and we're going to be trading within. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing on this. That's the strategy we're going to be using on that. Then GBP JPY, which is our final pair, of course on the 4-hour, it's looking like it may retrace bearish. Okay, so we've drawn that bearish trend line, and then we're going to use these 2 hours to get the confirmation, and I'm going to tell you when to go in. So, and then for the people USDT, I've also done exclusive analysis on that, and I'll be giving you updates on when to go in also for the people USDT. So this is what I've done, this is where price is. So make sure you do also what I've always been showing you, the top down. You know what the directional bias is. Okay, so I'm going to do that okay quickly. 1 week time frame, we look and you see it's bearish. Okay, you go to 1 day, you see it's bearish. Okay, so we're going to be finding the bearish move for people USDT. You go to 4 hour and you see 4 hour looks bullish. Okay, though trending a little bit. So but we're going to be going bearish because 2 higher time frames are close with bullish move. Trying to go bearish for these people USDT, what we need to do is take note of the liquidities. So price is currently on the liquidity. So once price comes, shifts any structure. Okay, I've taught you how to trade internal break of structure, external break of structure. So you look at the internal ones. Once it breaks it, maybe something like this, price takes out, retraces. Okay, we can go to this liquidity. Okay, but if for any reason price does something like this, let's say it comes, retraces, breaks fully, something like this, fully like this, and maybe retraces, then we can go all out to this liquidity, or if possible to this liquidity order block that was drawn here. So the only condition we can go long is when the full market structure is shifted. The only condition we go short is when the internal break of structure market is shifted. Okay, so that's all for crypto and Forex. So now we're going to go straight into jump 25. So this is jump 25. Like I said, just go up from the higher time frame just to determine if it's bullish or bearish. So you can see this is a bullish market, jump 25. So you're just going to come to the 15 minutes time frame and you're going to find your bullish entry. Okay, that's the only way you will not be against the trend. If you look closely, you see that currently the market is not going bullish. So you wait, get a bullish move. Once it has broken this, you get a retracement and you aim to the next upside liquidity. Okay, so that's for jump 25. And then the final one, which is volatility 25. So this is how we're going to do it. It's going to come from 8-hour time frame, of which you can see that it is bullish. You go to 4-hour, you see it's bullish. You go to 2-hour, see it's bullish. So we're going to just go to 15 minutes. So when you get to 15 minutes, you see what price is currently doing in 15 minutes. All we just need is for price to give us a market structure shift, give us the retracement, and then we're going to find a move up to the next side liquidity. So that's it. So this is a Trump market. Like I said, this is a Trump administration. Pay attention to all of these things, and also you must also take note of the fundamentals. Okay, you must take note of the fundamentals. So we have Saturday, of Sunday, then we have Monday. So Monday 14th, you can see low impact, so we can actually trade very well on that day. 15th, we have a little consign, high impact 7 a.m. you're going to wait for after that before you begin to look for your entries, and that's that way. So these are the few things you must pay attention with the fundamentals. Make sure you are not taking entries when there is high impact news, because you're going to be manipulated, your stop loss will be manipulated, your entries will be manipulated, and you will not get a good outcome. So these are the few updates I'm going to give you on this. Remember, 1 p.m. GMT +1 Monday, I'm going to be live. So this week is your week. Okay, I've shown you everything you need to see. I hope you're prepared. I hope you're ready. This is the week to make the money. Remember, it's the Trump market. Okay, trade the market knowing it's a new administration. Don't trade the market like it was in 2024. This is 2025, so you should trade the market knowing that you are trading in 2025, and this is a new administration. Okay, make sure you trade A setups. Make sure you have your full confirmations before you go in. Make sure you do not counter trade. Make sure you focus on the trend. Okay, make sure you do not beat the liquidity in any time in any market. Make sure you stick mostly to the trading sessions. Okay, then if you will trade outside the trading session, then you must be very sure that you have your confirmation outside the trading session, so you do not get induced or manipulated. Okay, I'm rooting for you, and I'm always expecting you to win and make a lot of money in this market. See you soon.